What's up, blockbusters? I keep calling you cute pet names. Hope someone likes it. Hope someone appreciates it. I hope you're not as closed and out of business as blockbusters, because I am. Guess who's still ill? Bitch, when I get the flu, I bring in the flu hard, okay? My immune system doesn't mean shit. So let's tally up the updates. Still ill, still bringing in 50 views a piece, if that. Honestly, my more successful videos have seemed to make these ones less popular. Boggling. Number 3, yes, I'm pumped at Yukimoto's in Jump Force. This is the news of the year. I'm so pumped I might actually have to buy this game. That's a lot coming from me. Just put in Celtic Guardian and Karibo. And very soon I will be moving out of this flat. This is my last week here in uni life. And that's depressing. So let's distract myself with video games. Hell yeah. The top 15 supports in Naruto Ninja Storm 4. Yes, this would have been a much more pertinent list to make 2 years ago, but better late than never, right? I mean, yeah, definitely, I could have made this video whilst people were still playing the game and needed tips. But actually, I've been wanting to make this video since 2 years ago, just never really got around to it. I've had that thumbnail sitting in my computer picture folder for like, oh god, too long. Okay, updates out of the way. Thank you for everyone who said get better soon. Your actual babies and my genuine love extends to you. Let's not mince words. Let's not waste time. You know what you fucking came for when you clicked this video. The top 15 supports. There's not a moment to waste. Number 15, Haku. Haku is my favourite support in the game. Although I don't see many other people use him online, it's great for setting up bigger coordinated attacks. This is a ground level tracking jutsu which follows your opponent, and although it can miss sometimes, like all you have to do is jump over it, some people forget it's there. Bonus points if you're playing on the ice stage where the floor is already white snow. You'd be amazed the amount of people that miss this little ice jutsu sneaking its way in, and once the attack actually latches on, the opponent is helpless and airborne for exactly 2 seconds. If you time that well, if you get good with that timing, that's where I always unleash an ultimate jutsu. Combine it with Yamato or Sasuke, Karin for disastrous effects. Number 2, Towba Rama. This one isn't anything special. He just shoots a big jet of water in front of the opponent. Sometimes you don't need a fancy block or a poison dash. There's no razzle dazzle to this one. Sometimes an enemy can just forget about all the fancy stuff and just get hit by a direct face-first attack. It's basic, but that's why it works. 13, Taka Sasuke. This iteration of Sasuke has a very good tracking move that I swear has been buffed throughout the series. For this jutsu, you deploy your little sausage and he will hone down your opponent. And I mean home in. Sasuke's Chidori is like a heat-seeking missile. Your best bet is just to try jump over it or block and just take the fucking damage. There is real no avoiding this jutsu. Dashing to the side, you will be caught off guard by how hard this one tracked you down to the ends of the earth. Sometimes it can also hit you twice, so don't sub. Number 12, Shino, but young Shino. Actually, both Shinos are pretty damn effective. This one operates like Haku's support jutsu. A bunch of slow-moving bugs slowly roam towards the opponent before trapping them up air in a bug cycle. A tornado. It's a lot of fun to use, but I love it because it's broken. There's a glitch where if a support dashes headfirst into it, it actually hits the caster as well and does damage. I don't know why, I don't know if that's intentional, but Shino is a beast. Orochimaru, once that snake comes out, say goodbye for the next 5 seconds, because you better be blocking. This brings all of your attacks down to a grinding halt. If you can get away, then hey, good for you. But you will be blocking this beast because he does not let up. This one is perfect for breaking your opponent's guard. Number 10, Kimimaro. Back in the old Storm 3 Generations days, Kimimaro was an auto win. You pick him, and boom, your support will win the match for you. In Storm 4, he is not quite as strong, but he retains a lot of his distraction purposes. Suddenly, your priority cannot be your opponent, but this twirling, spinning bone dinosaur on the way to you. There's no real getting past him either, so you just have to wait for him and let him do his thing. Number 9, Anuki, also a top broken contender from the old days, was nerfed, I don't know quite how, but these rocks take up such a large portion of the screen that they are very hard to block, especially if you're like standing in front of your opponent. At that point, there's no dodging. This is probably the strongest single projectile in the game. Teyuya! Set up a defensive parameter. If you need space to breathe, defend, or charge up your chakra, trust me, this is the one. I love it. Your opponent won't know what to do. It's insane how often they will either trundle headfirst into it, or just sit there awkwardly and wait for their turn to fight. This is one of those other ones that you can easily link into a fucking ultimate jutsu. No mercy! Number 7 is Karin, and I've put her very high up, maybe higher than she should be. Because not only does she do everything that Teyuya does, but she also poisons and lowers the defense. I've seen people sub 3-4 times, wasting so many substitutions on this one support. It's ridiculous, and it actually makes Karin worthy to contend. You could just put her and a Sasuke together as a 2-player team, and you'd probably win a lot of matches. Too bad I don't ship it! Number 6 is where things get really, really obnoxious. From this point on, if you pick these supports and nothing else, everybody hates you. I'm sorry I have to be one to break that to you. But it's annoying, and it's repetitive, and everybody is used to everybody picking pain. Shinra Tensei. Almighty push is an almighty bitch. Get ready to get repelled out of here. It's a very satisfying jutsu to use, and a very annoying one to get hit by. Everybody brings pain because he's a pain in the arse. It's the fact that it has almost no startup time. It's the fact that it repels any jutsu and can be activated airborne. Ugh. Number 5. Ooh, I think my least favourite. Last Naruto. Whenever I see someone bring us brought the last Naruto, I consider rage quitting. I do, just because I'm so used to it. Remember how Taka Sasuke sort of latched onto the opponent? Well, Naruto does that but with 3 of him. There's no jumping over that, you just have to brace it. It's so annoying because it's no skill required. It's completely automated. And the thing is, it's not just 3 shadow clones, is it? It'll be 6, and then 9, and then 12, because these fuckers keep using it. And it just shuts down the gameplay. I think it slows down matches. On a similar note, Hinata, because they had to give her a new jutsu. There's a little place in hell reserved just for the air palm attack. If your core game plan depends on it, I'm sorry, you're a nub scrub. Hinata's air palm is not a projectile. Fuck, it barely does damage. Its goal is to make you completely vulnerable and stall for time. You can do it from the air, you can do it from far away, you can do it from close up. It's just multi-purpose, and there is no situation or matchup where Hinata will not help you as a support. It takes no skill, but it's also not fun to fight. Number 3, Neji. Both the Hyugas, huh? In fact, all the 3 Hyugas have very annoying, very good supports. Now, I'd be lying if I said I didn't use Neji. I just love him as a character and I love swapping into him. But most people just use him as a support, and this is slave labor. Palm rotation used to be a weaker version of Pain's Shinra Tensei. Except now it's even better because it lasts longer, can be done in the air with a bigger hitbox, and you can hide in it. Neji is a combo ender, and that's why I like him. Be careful not to use up all your subs on him, because otherwise you'll end up fox food. Number 2 is Choji. Choji is just like Neji, the exact same thing, except it's now coming at you. It's especially effective when you deploy it from the air when you're already getting hit, and Choji basically is a get out of jail free card. It's even faster than Neji's jutsu, and I see all the tryhards suddenly caring about Choji Akamichi. Fake fans! And the number 1 cheap, broken motherfucker, well, of course, who else could top this list than Uchiha? Forever and always the most broken, cheap ninja about. Now, I don't actually like putting this here because he's clearly one of the better Uchihas, but the game went a bit too far with his liberties. Shizui is too strong. His ultimate jutsu, way too easy to activate. His combos, ridiculous. His speed, in the blink of an eye. But worst of all is the jutsu, and people do abuse this one a lot as well. Shizui dashes 3 fire lines at the opponent. And not only do these things go far, but they pretty much always hit you. It's Hinata and the air palm all over again, except it's a lot more direct and it does a lot more damage. Come on, you know it, I know it. It's fun to use, but it's broken as fuck. He's too fast. It's combo fodder, and it's fucked up. And there are the top 15 strongest, most broken, and unavoidable jutsu in the game. If you pick these supports regularly, I'm not sure if you're a scrub, very strong, or both. Thank you for watching.